Right, here we are on Qanga, which is this new space game that's in early access, and I have no clue what I'm doing, but I'm sort of getting there. I've actually finally left planet Earth, and if you look outside, if we can get this to work, out there is actually Mars. So we've managed to warp to Mars. I've only got a pistol, but I've managed to save my progress to here. These are the save points in the game, which I have been using properly. But hopefully when you save your weapons that you have as well. And on the top left, I have got 7,000 worth of credits, which is really not enough to be buying much more. And now I'm looking to try and make some money. Let's see what this... Well, this is just to actually sell stuff or buy stuff. The ammo that I have is 19mm, which is, I think, for the pistol. I got that as a reward for one of the last jobs that I did. So really what I should be buying is a bit more ammo, wherever the hell that is. In fact, this is the infirmary, so what am I talking about? I can't buy ammo here. You can only buy healing stuff here, so I don't need that. Let's leave here. There's a supermarket, which I've already been in, and there's nothing in it. You don't interact with any of these people here or any of these robots. You're actually a robot in this game. So it's very early access. It is buggy. You can end up falling through the landscape, which I've done a number of times. But it's got prospects. It's just a pity there isn't a proper instruction manual to help numpties like me. Right. Now what you need is you need a decent backpack so that you can actually store stuff. Now, that's no good. That's only got 8 slots. That's useless. That one there's 32. The only problem with that is it's $3.5 grand. But I really should buy that because you can't carry much without a backpack. So I'm going to buy it. And then I'm going to try and equip the thing, which is there. That means that I can pick up stuff. The way to heal yourself is to use matter or change whatever you've collected. Any rubbish that you've collected and you don't need, you can change that into matter, which will then heal yourself. Now, I hasten to add, I have a spaceship. It's on this space station somewhere. I will eventually find it, but it has got damage and I haven't worked out how to repair it yet. And I'm sort of flying by the seat of my pants. So I've got a backpack, so I've got at least some room to store something. Now I'm going to test the chat, because I've been trying to get the chat working in this, so I'm just going to tab out for a second and see if I can get it to appear on my screen, because I don't think it's really working properly. And I still don't think it's working, because it's not appearing, so I'm just going to use my phone. The chat appears on my phone, but I can't get it to actually appear on my screen, but that's not a problem. So let's just have a wander around. I have not played on a multiplayer server. There is multiplayer in this, But I don't believe it's worth my while going into multiplayer when I haven't a clue what I'm doing in the first place. So I think it's much better to familiarise yourself with what's going on. Well, it's telling you there's a bakery there, but there's absolutely nothing for sale in that place. It's just an empty shell. I don't know whether this lift will work, but you walk up to it. Yes, it does work. The most recent update has added controller support, although I've just been getting myself used to the keyboard and mouse, so I'm not going to change to the controller. So let's see where this lift will take us. It might take us to the landing pads. Now again, you walk over to the pad. Oh, wrong thing, hang on. And hit F. Oh no, it's asking me what floor I want to go to. Right, well I want to go to the first floor, that's what it is. At least I hope it is. Or is it taking us to the ground floor? That's where it'll be. Right, there we go. Or taking us to the basement. So we're now down here. That's obviously the stairs back up, I think. You'll see glitchiness going on. That's your scanner to actually search for stuff. That beep that you hear. Now those things moving about, that's the robots moving about up in the top floor that we were on. So you're basically all on your own in this game, and being as it's early access, you have to work out everything for yourself. This guy ain't going to say anything, he's just an old cyborg. I think I've already been in there and there's nothing there to find. You move your mouse wheel, you can get him to run. Oh, the other thing I need to do is I've collected another point. And let me just go into... Yeah, there we go. Right, these are all the things that you can upgrade about yourself. I think the ones in red, I've upgraded them to the maximum. So I've got another phase point that I can use. And phase 2, that'll improve the fire rate of my weapon. This one here will improve the range of my scanner, which will scan up to 10 kilometers, which I don't see a great benefit in that unless you're in your spaceship, because on foot 10 kilometers is a heck of a long way to actually trek to try and find something. I think it'd be far better using this point to upgrade the repair countdown. So that's what we'll do. So we've now upgraded the repair on it. Missions, these are missions that I've completed. So let's come out of that and try and make up our mind as to where the hell we're going. Now, have I been through that door? I can't remember whether I've been through this door. I probably came in this door. This needs to be accessed by the look of it, but I don't think it's opening. So that, oh no, there we go. I didn't think we could get in there. Right, so where the hell does this take us? Well, this is taking us to, I think, the landing pads, is it? Ah, there we go, we're outside. Now, I can recall my spaceship here, but let's just have a wee look around. That's Mars. So this is a... What the hell is this? Is this just another way in, is it? Maybe it is, I think it is. Right, let's go. Yeah, these are just, I think, access to the landing pads. Right, let's just have a wander around out here. Can I walk right along there? Let me put my light on, which is L. Alright, that's as far as we can go along here. Uh-oh. Right, that's my spaceship. I don't think there's an awful lot more to be found on here. I think I've been right through the whole space station and I can't really see much else about it. Now, the only thing I don't know is whether I can land on Mars, because I haven't tried that yet. When you first play this game for the first time, you struggle to find your way into the actual your spacecraft. You're probably better off going into third person, and then you can see there's the button to open the back end of your spacecraft. And then F again to shut the door, or shut the hatch. And then this one to get to the cockpit. That'll do. And then F again to get into your seat. You just hit and hold the F button to get into your seat. And then it's R to start your engine. And then V to go to third person. Space bar to launch. In fact, if you launch too close to the bloody thing, you're going to hit that like I've just done and probably get more damage to the spacecraft doing it. Right, out we go. C to get rid of the undercarriage, your landing gear. And let's just go to right, now we're into fly mode and we're accelerating. We were in hover mode there. Now I have scanned Mars, but I didn't see anything on it. We're now doing about what, 3,000 kilometers an hour. Now I'm going to warp. To get us closer to Mars, so you hit the U button to warp, because we'd be flying for hours to actually reach Mars. Right, we're now out of warp. And now let's see if we can get down. We're still in space, we're trying to get into the planet's atmosphere. When we do, it should, in the middle of the screen next to the speed, it should give us the height that we're at in meters. At least that's what it does when you're on Earth. I don't know what the hell it does when you're heading towards another planet. So the one thing also about this game as well is, that's us going top speed, by the way. The one thing about this game is it's seamless. It's seamless leaving the planet and entering the planet. So we're now at actual top speed, about 7,000 kilometers an hour, and I'm not sure that we can land here at all because I've never tried it and I'm just about to try it. And of course my other problem is that I don't think there's anywhere on here that you can actually refuel. So it's just as well that I'd saved my game on that space station, because that's where I'm probably going to have to respawn when I die or run out of fuel. Well, I'm still not getting it. Ah, there we go. Now, let's see if I can restart the engines. Vehicle broken. Oh, that's good. That's good. We're dead already. We've wrecked a bloody spacecraft trying to land on Mars. I've got absolutely no power. I can't start the engine. Right, well, this is going to be a restart. In fact, well, it's a bit pointless. We're actually gliding, but we're gliding for a crash. So we are. Right. See, I don't see anything. Anything that says anything at all about repairing the spacecraft. See, this is why it's so confusing. Teleport to checkpoint. I think that's the best thing to do. See whether that'll happen. Well, that ain't happening either. Well, my scanner works. But I've got I have no clue if you can repair your spacecraft or how to do it. Jump, move forward, incline left, ragdoll, aim, hold for free view, camera perspective, increase camera. Now, is that 5? Well, that's not doing anything. Recycler switch is 5. Repair is 2. Well, that's doing nothing. And that's probably because I don't have any matter to actually do the repair, but then again I have no clue whether that's right or wrong. No, I'm not going to reset player data. No, I'm definitely not going to do that. That's nothing. That's nothing there. There we go. We're dead. Well, we're now stranded on Mars with no no power and no clue. No clue how to get out of here. Let's just hit that. Out the door. Hit that. Now, at some point, daytime will come. So we can land on Mars, but of course there's absolutely bugger all on Mars. Nothing whatsoever. Now, what does that do? What does B do? Oh, that's for build. I don't want to build anything, because I can't see what I'm doing, and what would the point in being a building something on here? That's another thing I haven't actually tried, is the building side of things, because this is just like driving completely blind. Now, there's a help thing. I'm trying to remember where it is. It's not that. Right, assistance. Right. Right, so there's a cost each time you use assistance. Well, this is not going to be good. We're just as well we've got some money left. Now, what do you do to confirm it? I can't see where the confirmation is, but that's what I want to do. I want to go back to the... I want to go back to the station. I don't want to do that. I don't want to search. That's a view option. I bother with that. Right, I think that chose that. Right, we'll come out of that. That's not much help. That isn't much help. I'm trying to get back to this. Right, assistance option. Select return station. Your vehicle, that's not what I want. I don't want that. Your vehicle. Right, so I've got that part. Yeah, I have no clue what I'm doing here. Warp Mars jump station. I wonder if I choose. Hang on. Where's that bloody thing gone to? Right, well, I may well have to just kill the game and restart. I think that's what I'll have to do. Right, that's what I'm going to have to do. Kill it. Return to lobby. And get and basically start again, because again I have no idea what the hell I'm doing here at that point. Would it be worthwhile even experiment with online? Probably not, because there's absolutely nobody online according to that. So yeah, there's nothing there. Now come out of that. Play offline. Play. Now this should restart our progress back on the space station, because that's where I saved the game before I finished yesterday when I was messing about. So let's just ignore what we've done in the last 20 odd minutes. No, it didn't save it in the space station, so that's a disaster. But more importantly, the my spaceship looks as if it's been repaired, and the sun is now rising. So, well, hopefully it's been repaired. Let's get in the damn thing. Right, let's get into that. Inside. Hit that. Hit that. Hit that. doors. Get into the cockpit. Hit R. Hit that. Right, so now we'll get rid of the landing gear. So now we're in sort of hover mode where you can glide across the planet. I don't think we really want to hang about here because there is nothing on here. Nowhere to refuel, nothing like that. And you'll fly along at like, 400 kilometers an hour until you go into flight mode, which is the one that gives you the greater speed. But we really need to get out of here and use the warp, I think, to get back to Earth, because we're out here flying blind, not having an idea of what we're doing. So we're going into flight mode to get out of what atmosphere we've got, and you'll see the speed will pick up. If you start going too fast at too steep an angle, you'll start to burn up, which is what I did trying to land on Mars. I was coming in at too steep an angle. Right, we're still in Mars atmosphere, because we're still showing we're climbing. Once you get actually into space, you will not see what distance you are off the planet. That'll disappear. You'll then be hovering around in space. Maybe we just need to go that wee bit steeper to get out of there. Up a bit of speed now, and we are now out of Mars atmosphere because the height readout has disappeared. So we're now in space, and now, well, there's the sun, and if we look down there, that'll tell us what that is, and that is Saturn, which is millions of miles away. We don't want to go there. And there's Mars. So if we look around the solar system, we will be able to pick out, there's Mercury. We don't want to go there. And there is Earth, and that has now been set as my target. And if I hit the U button, we are now warping to the jump station, which is a space station just like Mars, the space station above Earth, I believe. And we are X amount of million meters away from where we're going, and that's counting down. So our expedition to Mars was a bit of a waste of time. At least we got to have a look around the space station, because again, having no clue what I'm doing, you learn from your mistakes in this game. I think the biggest tip I would say is you've got to save on a regular basis when you land on a whether it be a space station or one of these refuel spots. Right, let's come out of warp. Well, obviously, if this was taken, let me have a look there. What one's that? What one's that? Ah, that orbital. Yeah, that's a jump station. So I've come out of the. I've come out of the warp too soon. Let's just go to there. Right, so there we are. Now, there's Earth. So we're on the dark side of the Earth at the moment, and we will know when we're entering the atmosphere because we'll start getting a readout as to our altitude. Maybe we're actually still a bit too far away. This might take longer than thought. What's that there? Orbital. Right, that's the other side of the planet, so we don't want to do anything like that. Let's just try this for a second. Right, that might be better. Right, so we're entering the atmosphere. At least we got that bit right. And we're now at 38,000 metres. Your first objective in this game is to find the capital city, which I've already done. There are vehicles to get yourself around the capital city, and there are missions to do. But what I'm trying to do, I mean, I can go back and do all of that stuff, but I don't have enough money, and I don't have. It's a sort of vicious circle. I don't have a good enough weapon, because a lot of these missions are to go out and kill these sangling nests, these bloody lobsters that as soon as they get a sniff of you, they're all over you and you're dead. Right. So I think we need to come out of flight mode to sort of hover mode because we're going far too fast, and there's the Earth's surface there. And it looks as if we're somewhere over the Pacific or the Atlantic, and we are only, let's just square ourselves off, we are only a few hundred metres above the ocean. We'll quick scan. And we can go to flight mode. You get a bit more speed. But what we need to do is we need to find one of those towers where we can land, and there'll be missions available there, and there may well be stuff we can collect. But more importantly, we need to get a refuel point. That's always your objective. You always have to find refuel points for your spaceship. Now that we're in orbit or on Earth, Well, we don't want to go to the orbital. What's that there? That's us. What's that one there? Right, there's Bangkok Tower. Let's come out of that. So now, if we look at the sort of mini map in the top right hand corner of the screen, you will see a line, a green line rotating as I'm turning, and that's the line that we want to follow. There it is on, you can see it on the planet below us, that green tower. So first of all, we want to find out how far we are from it, and we are 300 odd kilometres from it, which is quite far. Now the quickest way of getting there is to go back into orbit and fly through space to get there. First of all, it won't take as much fuel to get there, and secondly, it's a lot quicker. But I think the one advantage we have at the moment of doing this right now is that sooner or later we're going to enter daylight, and then we'll be able to see where we're going a lot better. So it's down to 300 and just over 300 kilometres. I think we've certainly got enough fuel to get there, but that'll allow us just to sort of get ourselves organised, maybe see if there's a mission or two that we can take and get a few more credits. Now, if you go out and about on the planet, there are sort of deserted locations that you can find, but the danger with going to them, or sort of isolated locations, is that these sandlings are crawling about, and unless you've got a proper weapon, you've bloody no chance against them. They'll just kill you, and they'll also wreck your spaceship as well, which I've had happen to me on numerous occasions. So we're down to 260 odd kilometres. We're in flight mode, which is why we're going a bit faster. And when we get closer to where we're going, we'll go into sort of hover mode. This is where we look. That way. It's better. Right, daylight is coming. Right, we're in hover mode. Oh, it's getting a bit glitchy here, I think. Right, now we can get it back into flight mode. I think we're getting a bit buggy here. It's doing a bit of juddering. Oh, I think I've wrecked my ship again, have I? Yeah, in hover mode, you're only ever going to be flying at 400 odd kilometres an hour. Now, what's that down there? Well, from what I can see, we're flying over jungle. And that's where we're trying to get to. And we're on course, because the green line at the top right hand side of the screen is telling us that we've still got 200 odd kilometres to go to get there. Yeah, we need a bit more airspeed. Now you keep scanning in case you come across an abandoned location and can go down and pinch some matter, or maybe a better weapon, better backpack. But it'll also tell you if there's sanglings there, those bloody lobster things that I keep talking about. They're your worst enemy in this game, as far as I've discovered. They're most certainly your worst enemy. You don't want to run into them at any time. We're heading into a bit of cloud. The glitchiness seems to have settled down a wee bit. So the game is clunky and it's buggy, and things will go wrong and you'll get stuck in certain places. It could be one of these games that develops and develops, or it could be one of these games that just eventually dies. That just depends how many people get interested in it, if anything. But believe me, you are just flying by the seat of your pants. There's a sort of little storyline at the beginning with the missions that you're told to start with. But other than that, as far as I can see, you're left very much on your own to do what you're doing. And if you get lucky, you'll discover something that'll maybe bring more to the story. What that is, I don't know. I'm getting a bit low here. I'm getting a bit low. We've still got 100 odd kilometres to go, but I think we've still got about half a fuel tank to get there. One thing I've discovered though is probably one way of getting your ship repaired is to dock your ship, and if you go to another tower, if you leave your ship abandoned somewhere and you get to a tower and you recall your ship, there's a warning comes up the screen and tells you that'll destroy your other ship. So that's one way of getting your ship fixed. It's the only way I've worked out that you can get your ship fixed. Because from what I can see, you can't physically do anything to your ship to fix it. If there is a way of doing it, I haven't worked that out yet. But if you lose your ship and you end up landing in this jungle, there's only one way you're getting to point B, and that is on foot or using your jetpack. Because I mean, look at the landscape here. There's no roads, there's no vehicles, there's nothing. Again, another quick scan. And we're still in flight mode, so we're still, now there's sanglings down below there. There's a red There's a red highlight on the just below the spacecraft to the bottom left. Just down there. That's a sangling nest or something. Right, that. So you do not want to end up on foot. Now, the problem with sangling nests is that very often they are near points of interest, like that there is lithium, which is obviously a precious metal that you can mine. Trying to find out what that other thing is. That's lithium, that's not the one I'm wanting. I want to find an abandoned location. Because, you know, sometimes there's money there, there's credits that you can find. But there's no way I'm risking landing here. I would be dead. Right, we'll get into flight mode again. Because we need to get to this tower. And we need to get in line, which we are. Keep scanning. Now wait a minute, what's that? That ain't where I'm supposed to be headed. Now we're just going into reverse and we're going to go down. This might be abandoned. It didn't even highlight what this is. Let's have a look, what does that say? This might be worthwhile taking a visit at. Let's have a look. Right, so we can refuel here. Why is that? Where the hell are we? Right, we are there. But this isn't Bangkok, this isn't where we were going to, but anyway, this will do. Now we need to find out where to land to get refuel. Hold on. What you're looking for is the landing pad with the fuel tanks next to it. I think that's it up ahead, is it? No, that ain't it. That might be it there, is it? Or is that that's the SkyTrain thing? That thing below is there is the station that you wait at. So if you haven't bought a spaceship, you can use those SkyTrain things to fly around. Right, I don't see right now that one there, this one here. Now you see that fuel tank there where I'm pointing at, that's the one you want to land at. You want to land on this pad and you will see that I will get refueled. So we'll put the landing gear down and we will use the left control button, which starts to lower you down or you start to descend, and once we get near the surface of the landing pad, the ship will start to refuel. And if you look at the bar at the bottom of the screen, oops, hang on a minute, going a wee bit too fast there. Right, we can see the green bar below the there we go, we're now refueling. So now I can switch the engine off. I hit the F button and I'm now out of my seat, and we'll hit That there. That there. Now, what I'm going to do is I am going to go to one of the other landing pads and recall my ship. I don't even know where the hell we are. I have no idea where this is. It just says terminal, but this was not where we were headed to. But it doesn't matter. Right, I want to leave the ship on the refuel pad, and I want to go round. I want to go to here to recall the ship, and then it should be repaired, I would assume. Just here, at this point here. So we'll hit that, and we will hit that, and retrieve. Now you see, you already have a vehicle in the world. Requesting a new one will destroy it. So if you hit continue, watch that there should disappear. Because what we're doing is we are recalling a replacement spaceship. There it goes, it's disappeared. And now when it comes back here, it should all be fixed and repaired. So we'll leave that for now. And we'll have a look and see if there's anything of any value that we can pinch here. Well, this guy here's probably got a mission. Or has he? Nope, he's saying absolutely nothing. So we want to go inside and have a wander around. Just looking to see if there's anything. In fact, here's a good way of finding out where you are. If you go up to the terminus here, you will have two signboards. That's taking you to Balaga, and that's taking you to Assam. So if you wait for the allotted time, the Sky train will arrive and you can jump into one of them and go to that next destination. That's how you can find your way around the world on foot if you don't have a spaceship. Right, here's the way in. Now those things, what the hell's that there? Well, he's not going to talk to us. He's just wandering around. These are just AI. Right, well, we won't bother with that. Now that we've arrived, whenever you arrive at one of these places, your main objective, first of all, should be go to save your game, which I've not been in the habit of doing. And if you go to this ICO Labs or IC Labs place, then you can walk in here and hit the F, and then that allows you to save your progress there. I think this is your storage container. That's the only stuff I've got there. So if I want to, I could store it there, but I don't. That's all I've got on me at the moment, so I don't need that. So we come out of there, out of the map, that is. There we go. We'll have a little scout around and see if there's anything of any value in here, and I'll be honest with you, I don't think there is. But here's a guy that's probably got a mission, or has he? Oh, it's a fuzz. Right, what does he say? Kill all dangerous targets. Well, I know what that is. That's Sanglings. So I'm not taking that contract because I don't have the proper weaponry to do that mission. That's a bit pointless. Let's go. I mean, there's nothing lying around here that I can collect, which is pretty poor. Very often there's stuff that you can collect. I'll get up and see if this guy's guitar's up here, if I can pinch it. No, there's nothing here. He's having a good time. Now, just another AI robot. So I don't think there's anything at all here. I can't even find another mission agent, which is pretty boring. Well, this guy standing there, we've been there. What's up here? Right, I'm going to hit the space bar and we will jetpack over. This is where you can buy ammo and stuff like that, or you can just recycle stuff, but we've nothing to recycle. And as far as I've found out, we've only got one mission agent here, which I don't like. I don't like the mission that they're wanting us to do. So why don't we have a look at the map? Our vehicle's there. That's orbital Earth. So there's Beijing. That's out in China. There's Assam. That's where one of those sky trains is wanting to take us to. I don't know what the other one was. Nagpur's in India, isn't it? So we're on the other side of the world. There's Assam, where the tea comes from. So I think if we go to the terminal, and we could leave our spacecraft here. We've got 3 minutes, and it's now heading to darkness. We've got 3 minutes before this train arrives, and 4 minutes for Balaga, whatever the hell that is. But I think we want to go to Assam, and I'll have a quick drink while we're waiting on this train arriving, this sky train thing. Right, we've got a minute and 23 seconds before this our transport arrives, and it should arrive in here, so we need to get out of the way of that. Yeah, that's our spaceship there. So we can recall that on any of these bases around the world. We don't need to worry about the fact that we've left it here. We can abandon it here, go onto this train thing, go to Assam, and then recall it from there. We've got 30 seconds to go. What I'm really looking for is some easy, simple jobs to do where you don't need a great deal of weaponry, just to build up my money. And this is why it's a bit slow. There we go. Right, let's get in.
Welcome aboard your aero train. Please take your seat during the approach phase. Our company wishes you a pleasant journey.
So we're now heading north to Assam. We're leaving our spaceship behind. And hopefully when we get there it's getting a bit more sort of daylighty. So that's us right in the middle of the map there, heading up to there. At least I think it is. I did get on the right one, didn't I? Yeah, there we go. That's where we've just left from, and there we are there. Now if you take the focus off yourself, you can then tilt the planet and do all of that. So this is still buggy as well. So hopefully they'll iron out all of this sort of stuff. So we're down to 100 and odd kilometres still to go. We come out of the map, and if we look out, there ain't much to see in darkness. But N is for your mini map. Oh, we're actually going that way. I'm at the wrong end of the train. Well, we've got 2 minutes to arrive. Ah, there it is up ahead. Or is it? That looks as if we're going away. Ah, that's Bangkok Tower. Hang on, I need to cancel that. That's what I need to do. The thing is where the hell's Bangkok Tower? Because that's the one that was... Oh, we're bloody thousands of miles away from it. I can't remember where it is. Ah, clear focus, that's what I wanted to do. Right, so that Bangkok Tower one, that's it. We are heading in the right direction. It was still mapped to go to that. I was still targeted to go to that Bangkok Tower. Right, so we're okay now. We can see a bit of whatever the hell's below us. We can just see it. How far have we got to go? Can't be that far now. We're almost on top of it. There we are. And there is Assam. So that tower, there it is. There's a tower appearing in the distance. And now another little bug about this is that when this train lands, you've got to make sure that the actual the ground has appeared in the game. I made the mistake of not waiting long enough at one point in one of the trips I did, and I landed in thin air because it hadn't actually mapped itself in. The landing pad or the landing area hadn't mapped itself in, and I left the train and left into thin air and landed in the water, and needless to say I ended up dying. There's another one leaving, and we are coming in to land. So up to the door. Just be careful that the ground is actually there, which it is there.
Please take your seat during the approach phase.
So we're now in Assam. Now these all look the same, all of these towers. There's no variance to them at all from what I've found. Again, quick scan to see if there's anything we could steal. And again, a sentinel guard with a contract. So we'll go and have a look at him. And we'll go through the door. In fact, where is he? Let's just mark him. No, we don't want that one. Where's that one? Right, we'll highlight him because that's where we want to go. So you middle mouse button whenever you scan something and you spot it, and then if you middle mouse button it, it highlights them in blue, and then you can go over and check out what the contract is. And this is the same see, it's the same job. The same job from every policeman is to kill these sanglins, which is not what I'm interested in. I want to find something a bit easier than that. Hang on, let's get rid of that. Anything lying around? There's nothing lying around here that we can pick up, which is depressing. Nothing we can spend money on. We don't have the money to do it. Is that one of those reseller stations? Aye, it is. Let's just highlight him. And then clear focus to get rid of that. Right, that'll do that. Right, well clearly we're not going to find much here either. Can't interact with him. Let's go to the bottom of the tower, which is dangerous enough as it is, because these sanglins will be crawling around, I'm pretty certain. I'll be very surprised if they're not. But let's go down and see if there's anything that we can maybe pick up on the ground. So we need to find a staircase to get the way out of this place. There's nothing appearing here at all. I think the staircase is over here. Right, down we go. And again, unless I'm completely doing this game the wrong way, and hopefully somebody will tell me, well, why the hell am I going back upstairs? I thought I was finding my way out here. Wait a minute. That's obviously not the way out. It's just the way down and the way back up. That's no use. Unless there's a quicker way of doing this, and somebody tells me, then it's going to be a bit of a grind to keep what weapons you've got, especially when you die. When you die, you've either got to... Again, all I've worked out is if you die in game, it'll show you on the map where you died, and if you've got your spaceship handy, you can fly back and try and retrieve what you've lost. And so far, I've never been able to do that because I've always got killed. Where's the staircase down? Where the hell is it? Oh, that's not the way down, but... Right, let's use the jetpack. Trust me, there is a stairway down off this bloody thing, but I can't find it. That's the refuel. No, where the hell are we? So, right, don't want anything from there. Right, this is the train station. Now again, where are they going to? Let's have a double check. Chengdu, Bangkok, that's where we were trying to get to in the first place, and Nagpur. Right. I don't want to go to anywhere else at the moment. I want to try and find a way down off this damn thing. And we're back at the same bloody set of stairs we were 5 minutes ago. Am I so stupid I can't find my way down a set of stairs? Come on. Right, where the hell is this? Ah, that's a... That's a... Is this a space dock? Now, is that not the same place we were at? Yeah, it's exactly the same bloody thing. What's down there? And if we go down there, can we get back up? I think this is actually... Is this a sky? This might be... Because it's at night you can't see, I think we can't get to the ground. I think we're in mid-air. I think that's the problem. That's why we can't get stairs down to the ground. We're actually in mid-air. This is one of the let me go into the map. Right, so we're there. Right, get down to the tower. Ah, spacecraft terminal, aero terminal, Sangling analyst. Aye. Yeah, that's why we can't. That's why we can't get to the ground. Because look at the bloody height we are off the ground. There's no stairway down to the ground. It's certainly that's been the reason why we can't find stairs down to the ground. Right. Well, let's give up that idea. What the hell is this? What the hell is this? That's the first time I've seen that. Now how are you meant to get into them? Is that what you're meant to... Oh, hang on. Oh, it's bloody... It's going away, bastard. Ah. Oh, we've got to get inside one of them, because I've never been inside one of them. In fact, I didn't know anything would land there. When's the next one due? Well, that takes you to Asia, I presume. And I don't know what that means. That just says .wb. But the next one's not back. It's not here for another 5 minutes, so you've got to hover to get in the back of it. Well, you learn something every day. I've never been to one of these aerial landing pad areas. This is the first time I've been here. Well, I've got to get into one of them. So that looks as if these are quicker ways of taking you around the planet then, from what I can work out. I mean, when it says Asia, you know, presumably it just takes you to some other landing pad somewhere in Asia, wherever that might be. Oh, right, thank goodness we've got a bit of daylight coming. Right. We can now see what the problem is, because that's clouds that are below us. That's why I couldn't find stairs down to the ground, because the bloody clouds are below us. We're goodness knows how many thousand feet into the air we are. Yeah, that's why we're not getting to ground level from here. We're up in the bloody clouds. It's amazing what happens when you get a bit of daylight. Yeah, yeah. Well, anyway, now we've learned something again. Completely blind at this game. So that's one thing I've learned, that this is now this is a air terminal, and we're just going to have to faff around for another 4 minutes, until this bloody thing arrives, and then we've got to try and get in it in time, because I tried to get into the thing, but I couldn't get control of my cyborg to be able to do it. So that's no entry. Well, obviously we're going to breach those rules. There's nothing here worth stealing either, which is another annoying thing about it. Right. What else can we actually? I think we've been all the way around up here. There's nothing worth collecting. There's nothing highlighted to collect. We might as well just faff about until this thing turns up. Yeah, down there is ground level, however many thousand feet below it is. We've got the early morning sun. Does that open? No, that doesn't open. In fact, if it did open, it would highlight when you do a scan. This is all just assets, it's just placements of the objects. Oh, you can actually, I think you can see a bit of the ground down there through the clouds. And of course, if you notice, these clouds aren't just a background picture. I mean, these clouds are, you know, a bit like flight sim. They're actually floating around. They've got mass to them. They've got a body, these clouds. Not just a background picture. You can see them moving. But there's no way I'm going to hover over the bloody side of this to have a look around, because I'd plummet to earth after a very short while. Well, the clouds are breaking up this side, and you can sort of make out, maybe that's a coastline that's out there somewhere. How long have we got to go? I'm desperate to get into this bloody spaceship thing to see where it puts us. Desperate to get into that. How long have we got? A minute. And then, of course, can I get inside the damn thing? Can I get my little man to actually hover and control him to get him inside the thing? Now, since I've got this game, I've never really had enough time to get into it. This is the most successful I've been, if you can call having a silly pistol, a cheap backpack, and a box load of ammunition. This is about as successful as I've got to actually finally get the spaceship out into space and warp to another planet. I've managed to do that. There was nothing there to actually do when I got there, and so we've got back to Earth. Oh, here it is. Right, now let's see if we can get in this thing. I am so desperate to get in this thing, and oh, hang on, don't start arsing about. Get in it. Get onto the platform, for Christ's sake. Don't start this. This is it's easier said than done. Oh, no, 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 please. Get in line with the bastard thing. Oh, shite, come on. Don't do this to me. Get up. Oh, you bastard. No, 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 no. Ah. How have I got on it? Ah, no, 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 look. Oh, no, look. It's the bloody ocean that's below us. That was a bad move. Oh, no. Please. I don't want to land here. It's a long swim to get to the coastline. I was right enough. That is the coastline. I've got no energy left now. Oh, shit. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Let's just use the jetpack and see if we can get through the clouds and head towards that coastline. Now, I hasten to add, I have landed in the ocean before and had to swim like 30 miles to get to shore. And it looks as if we're pretty much heading the same way. I mean, that coastline is miles away. I ain't getting there. Oh, wait a minute. There is land below the tower. Oh, we'll take that then. Aye, there is land. Now, I wonder if there's such a thing as a lift at the bottom of this tower, just out of curiosity. I don't think there is, because it's not designed as that, I don't think. But we don't want to crash into the ground. And we're dead. Well, all I need now is sanglings crawling after me, and there they are. As soon as you hit the ground, the bastards are after. We're dead. They don't give you any peace. The only way you can keep running from them, but as soon as you stop, you're dead. And I don't have a weapon that's good enough to kill these things, and I've got not enough ammunition either. So this is going to be a short-lived experience. If I stop to look and see if this thing's following me, it'll be all over me like a rash. Oh dear. Well, why did I think I would have problems getting in that spaceship thing? Why did I decide to land on top of it and see if it would take me with? That was a bit dumb. Oh dear. I think I'm going to have to go back and use XSplit Broadcaster, because I'm looking at the quality of the stream, and the quality of the stream is absolute shit from what I can see. I think the bitrate is all to pot using this old Gamecaster. Right, let's see if anything's coming after us now. I don't think it is. I think it's... let's do a quick scan. You're reasonably safe up in a rock like this till they eventually find their way up and get you. Now, having done a scan, I don't see anything around here that would be a threat at the moment. Let's try and get over here as quick as we can. We're running out of fuel. Again, quick scan to see if there's any sanglings around. And I think this is a bit pointless going over to this tower. Look at the height of the damn thing, it's fucking enormous. It's a bit pointless. I don't think there's any way that we're getting into this at all. I don't think there's any lift shaft. Again, not having done that before, I have no clue. Good morning to Spudboy, if you can hear me. How does the stream look? Does it look shit? Because it doesn't look all that healthy from what I'm looking at on YouTube. Yeah, I don't think you're meant to be at the bottom of this tower. Look at the quality of the graphics and that. This is like a big shiny bit of enamel. It does look terrible, right? That's that. The next time I do this, I'm going to do it on XSplit Broadcaster because I decided I'd do it quick using the old XSplit Gamecaster, and it's really not. It's well out of date. Yeah, I thought so. It does look choppy. The frame rate, not the frame rate, the bit rate that it's defaulted to is garbage, which is why it looks shit. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to set up a stream for later on today, and it'll probably look better than this. Right, so now we are stranded, and there is absolutely nothing round about within our scanning range that we can go to. So now bear in mind, like I mentioned this earlier, if you end up on foot like I am at the moment, that is it. You are humped, because you ain't getting anywhere if there is no transport of any form. If you can't find a terminal to recall your ship. Now, our ship would be up there. We could recall it up there, but we can't get up there because you're not meant to. Right, see you later. Let's get up here. Let's get up here for safety's sake. Do a quick scan. Now, if you keep walking somewhere, you might come into range of something. Now, it'd be good if you had an endless power supply to your backpack, your jetpack, because you could just fly everywhere, but unfortunately you run out of fuel in your jetpack. And this is where I might have been better to have upgraded my scanner range to 10 kilometres, because the range that it is just now ain't finding anything at all. And from a safe point, maybe on top of a rock or something. Now there's one of the bastard things again. Let's just keep running. Just head in one direction and keep running until you get to somewhere where you can get off the ground. And that way these things can't get to you. See, there it's there. Yeah, there it's there, coming after us. Now, let me get onto this rock here. Right, it's up there, it's not coming after us anymore. Yeah, they're the enemy. We're out of their range. And there's nothing around about. So what I need to do is go to the map, centre it on where we are, which is there. And unfortunately, we're on an island, which is a major problem. The other unfortunate thing is that the nearest landmarks, the nearest areas that we could use to actually get onto a tower, that's an infested tower, so we can't go there. Those are hundreds and hundreds of miles away. We can't get there. There's Nagpur in India, which is thousands of miles away. We can't get to there. There is nothing. We're in the middle of nowhere. absolutely middle of nowhere here. The nearest one is that Balaga place, and we can't get up to the top of the tower. So we are well and truly buggered, as they say. Unless we find suitable transport, which I would suggest very strongly is slim and zero and nada. It ain't happening. And we're going to be in darkness in a little while. So what I am going to do is go onto this rock here, and hopefully we're safe. Oops, we're safe up here. Go into the menu. And Sky Tower. Now, I have no idea how to get this thing to work. Right, that's a Sam. We're already 12 kilometres from it. I highlight it and it won't do anything. I'm trying to get it to respawn me up there, but clearly I'm doing something wrong. Right, if I clear that. Focus. Center it on me, keep the player. Assistance. Select return station. Right. Right. I've selected Bangkok this time, or I could select Beijing. Valid station. Beijing's an infested tower. Why did I choose that? That's, if I remember rightly, it's infested. Bangkok. New option. That's no good. Right. Clear focus. Now poor. Now that one is Nagpur an infested one as well. I can't seem to be able to travel to these things, so I am going to come out of that. Come out of that. Exit game. Return to the lobby. I'm going to play offline and see where it puts us back to. So where did we last save this game? That's what I'm trying to remember. We saved it in one of the towers, I think. So it has saved it. It has automatically saved it where we were. So that's pointless. It's automatically saved us on the ground. We're dead because these sanglings will come and get us. It's respawned us in the ground. Yeah. We are going to be dead in a very short space of time, and we will be without our weapons. I always thought if you saved it in the tower, it would respawn you at the tower. Clearly that isn't the case, and I haven't fathomed out how to get the assistance thing to work. Try as I might, I can't work out what this does. Now, what's the name of the one off the coast of France? Because that's where capital city is. I don't know whether it has to be one that you've been to before that it will spawn you back at. What the hell is it called? Finish there. Right, let's. I know where I want to go. Reykjavik, finish there. Now. Why is that turned red? Is that... Let's check the map. No, we're still there. We haven't moved anywhere. But that's a checkpoint, that's a save point. Train search, last death. Well, that tells me the last place I died, that's of no consequence. Assistance. Select return station. Right, it looks like we're going to have to just call this quits again. because I have no clue where I'm. Factor 1 price. And obviously these have got different prices depending on the distance you're going. That would be another 1800 credits if I knew what I was doing to be able to get there. Finished there. Infested tower, infested tower. That's, right, we need to take the focus off of me and then we can use that. Right, so that's Liverpool, there's that one. How do we get there? How do we confirm this? Right, that's no good. Well, good morning to Coldest Pillow. This is going to be a quit and give up because when it respawns me, it's spawning me back at somewhere I can't get anywhere from. See, this is the bit that slightly bugs me about the game. That you're in the middle of nowhere. We can't get up to the top of that tower. At least I don't think we can because I didn't see any lift shaft. We are hundreds and hundreds of miles away from anywhere that's got transport. We are vulnerable to these enemies. That's finished there that I've highlighted, which is almost 4,000 kilometres away. So we need to clear the focus of that because I don't know how to do the respawn thing. I can't get that to work. And now we're having to wait until daylight to try and get away from here and avoiding these bloody sangling things. Standing here in darkness, I've got my light on because there's nothing much to see with the light either. And that's where we actually want to be until Muggins here decided to try and take a piggyback ride with a spacecraft and fall off it and fall like goodness knows how many thousand feet to the ground. Our spacecraft would be able to be recalled up there, but we can't get up there. So now you're in this situation, the only way is to buy your way out of it, which I haven't fathomed out how to do it. Well, the tournament goes live tonight, does it not? Does it not go live tonight? Well, if there are games this weekend, it won't matter. There's a big final on Sunday. Or did it go last night? Is there anything on the schedule yet? No. Probably too early. I'm waiting for daylight to come to do this pointless exercise of trying to get to this tower, which we had a glance at it. There's no way into this tower. You can only get up there on a spacecraft. So I'm wasting my time. And I'm wasting anybody's time that's watching this, by the way, because this is going to end in disaster. This is going to end in me quitting. And I'm going to try this one last time. I don't know what the hell you're supposed to do here with this assistance thing. I've got enough money. Select return station. Now, where is it you initially start this game? It's Africa, isn't it, I think? We need to get off that focus there, right. I think it starts you off in Africa. What was the name of the bloody place it starts you off in again? I'm trying to remember the name of it. It's none of them. I'll know it as soon as I see it. It's none of them. It's somewhere in Africa the game starts. Is it Djibouti? I think that's where it starts you off. There. So if that is the one that we started off in, why is it not highlighted on this list? I'm pretty certain that's where you start, Djibouti Tower. Right, so now how... Why is this not in alphabetical order? Let's put it in alphabetical order then. Right, where's Djibouti? Right, so there's Djibouti. And why can't I confirm this that I want to go there? What's the point of having this assistance thing when you don't know what the hell you're doing to get it to work? Right. Move to player. We don't want to do that. Right, so that's highlighted where... I give up. I give up. We ain't getting that to work. It's still night time. I'm going to clear focus off that and just call it quits. Because we are not getting away from here. We're on an island in the middle of the bloody ocean. There's no other landmarks round about that can even come to our aid, or we can eventually get there. The only place probably more remote than this would be landed in Antarctica. And I don't know how long we've got in darkness still to go. But we're down to half our money that we had when we started the game. And this is not taking a good turn, this idea. Trying to get into that spacecraft, that was not a good idea. Daylight is coming. There we go. Oh God, I wish I hadn't done that. you'd think that there's somebody who has played this game and would know how to get round this problem, would maybe actually look at this and tell me what the hell you're meant to do. Because I have got no idea. That rescue feature is either not working or not implemented properly, or I just don't know what the hell you do to get it to work. That's the two alternatives. I don't know how to work it, or the feature is inoperable at the moment. I daren't stop to look back because there could be one of these bloody lobster things chasing me. But let's get up here if we can. I don't see anything round about us. Right, surrounded by ocean. Now, you would assume that the game developers would think, you know, what do we do if some numpty does what I've done and falls off of that tower down to the ground with no way of retrieving their spaceship? What do we do to help them? Well, the answer, as far as I can see, is absolutely nothing other than that assistance thing that doesn't work. Because you're basically, like I am, running around like a headless chicken, totally devoid of ideas, miles from anywhere, no transport, and no way into this tower from what I can see. I'm going to have a good walk around the bottom of the tower. I think this is a completely pointless exercise because I don't think there's a lift back up to the top. They haven't thought of that idea to help out us idiots. It's just a big shiny granite tower by the look of it, or marble it looks like. There's one of the bloody things after me as well. Here it comes. Right, let's see if we can load my gun and shoot the bastard thing. It's only got no ammo. I only had two. I had 2 bullets in my ammo. So I am well and truly humped. Yeah, my inventory is gone. I've got no ammo. I've got nothing. And I didn't get to kill that sangling thing, because if I move down there, that'll just be all over me like a rash. There it is over there. Another couple of them round about. There's a load of them there. Yeah, place is infested with them. And we can't get into the big tower. The trouble is, if I just go on until they kill me, I've lost what weapons I have, which is just the one wee pistol. I'll lose everything and I'll start back at my last save point in the game. And I'll be naked in terms of having only, what, 3,000 odd credits, which is useless. I mean, the one thing I've never had in this game, I've never found an abandoned spaceship on the ground that you can jump into. Well, we'll be out of our misery soon enough. I think I just ran over one of them sanglings there. I could hear it. Yeah, there they are. You can't stop. You've got to keep moving. That's the only thing. He doesn't have a swimming action. He just bobs like that through the water. Now, one profile I had in this game, I bobbed for like 30 miles to get to landfall when I fell out to my spaceship and landed in the ocean. I bobbed 30 miles for like more than an hour and a half to get to land. So looking across here, you can't see any land. All you can see is ocean. Yeah, we're going to have to abandon this. This is a fruitless exercise. It's going to go nowhere. We couldn't have landed in a worse possible place, I think. We're isolated on an island. There's absolutely nothing on the island of any value at all. And the only way to safety is a huge long trek bobbing across the ocean to the nearest landfall. And then even when you get there, there's not a tower anywhere nearby that you can get to soon enough where you can retrieve your spaceship and recover. This is where this part of the game leaves you totally hanging in the balance with no clue or idea as to how to recover yourself, how to get out of this situation. Now that might be land over there, or it might still be part of this island in the distance. Right over there. And you can't stop to check the map. You have to go to a place of safety first before you can check the map. As long as you're sort of off the ground to avoid these creepy crawly things. Right, now that is our scan radius that you're seeing there. So that is land that we're seeing there. But like I said, if we get over to that land, the shortest distance to get over to the land is right around here. That's not what we want. Get away from that. Hang on. Right, that's no use. This bloody... Yeah, that's like the shortest point to get over to another island and do a sort of hopscotch to get to the mainland. But as I said, if you get to the mainland, there's no towers on this mainland here. None. Right, that's it. Game over.